Okay, this is part 2 of why the signature is the least important aspect of the painting. Now, I know that sounds totally unbelievable. You'd think, oh, well, let's look at the signature. Oh, it's signed Maynard Dixon. It must be a Dixon. Well, that's just not the case, and it doesn't just deal with Maynard Dixon, who I specialize in. It deals with any artist you want to talk about. Look at the art, look at the painting, look at the way it's done. Is the colors correct? Is the subject matter correct? If it's dated, are the dates correct? You have to do a little bit of research on the artist before you just assume it's correct because of the signature. Now, Maynard Dixon had lots of signatures, and I'm going to show you a few of these as well. He first started with LMD, then he went with L. Maynard Dixon. You'll also see Maynard Dixon. You'll see Maynard Dixon done in script, like this is down here. And you'll also see it in block letters. The block letter ones are usually a little earlier. So just because, and in fact, there's one where he just put a D, and those are very early. Or sometimes he put nothing. Now, if he put nothing, but he wrote on the back, let's look at this one. You can see some of the things here, like here. If you look here, you can see that's his hand. And that's very important. So if a Dixon has a hand in his hand, that's his signature as well. But you have to know what the signatures are if you're going to go by signature, which you shouldn't. Look at the painting first, signature last. One of the things that people do often when they're trying to fake or fraud these things, they get a painting that's old, it looks old, everything about it is old. So they add the name to, let's say it's an old wagon train, and they go, oh, it looks kind of like a Dixon, and they add the word Dixon or Maynard Dixon. Now, if you took a black light and lit that up, it will fluoresce. And so what this means, it lights up as a general rule. If you see that, that means it's been added. Now, sometimes you'll see pieces, and especially I've seen this on drawings of Dixon, you'll have a drawing done by Maynard Dixon, and there's no signature. There's a date and a title of where it was. And people will add an MD because they think it's easy to do. You know, does that affect the price? Not really. As long as the signature with the Ganado 1902 is correct, I'm not so worried about it, as long as the painting is correct. So some of the things you want to look at when you're thinking about signature is it for the right time frame and does it match the piece? If the piece doesn't look like that artist you're expecting, more than likely it's not right, the signature's been added, and please do not look at the signature as being the only important thing. In some respects, it's the least important because the real signature of the painting is the imagery. So if it doesn't have the right imagery, don't buy it, or at least get an expert to take a look.